All right, it's been a difficult flu season so far. We can see it in so many of the pictures you're sharing here. Some of them. Candace Bure posted this with the caption, "I know my husband is really sick when I come home to find he ordered this for lunch for the kids. 2 large pies of pizza."
Kids gotta love it when Dad gets sick.
They're like, Dad should be sick all the time. All right, and Mark Kelly tweeted, "How do you know you're still recovering from the flu? Matzo ball soup for breakfast." That actually sounds good.
That's flu food.
Matzo
ball soup is flu food.
Yeah.
But what if we told you that there's a universal flu vaccine on the horizon? ABC is reporting that Mount Sinai Health System is working on a flu shot, get this, Yasmin, that not only protects against all strands, but also protects you, not just for 1 year, for 20 years, 2 whole decades. But is it too good to be true?
We're going to find out. So Dr. Devi Nambiaparampil from NYU School of Medicine joins us now. Dr. Devi, so good to see you. So the flu virus consistently mutates. So how can they make a viable vaccine for all the strands?
Well, the idea behind a vaccine is that it's teaching your body how to recognize the flu, right? So if we think about something different, not viruses, but just humans, we change certain things, like our hair might change, certain people might change their eye color, their clothes change. So it might be difficult to recognize someone. I mean, if you think about online dating, this is the same idea, that if someone posts a pic from 20 years ago, it might be hard to recognize them when you see them. But there are certain things that actually stay the same. So, for example, if you think about, let's say, an elephant, for example, if you teach a child, well, an elephant has a long trunk, then no matter, what size elephant they see, what color elephant they see, they'll always look at that trunk and they'll recognize it. So you're trying to teach the body, what parts of the flu are always the same, and then, try to ignore the things that might change, which is what we're dealing with right now, where different strains appear because they've changed minor things about its appearance.
Dr. Devi, the CDC has reported that at least 26 children have died from the flu this season. One of them was 3-year-old Aisley McCarthy. And what makes Aisley's case so scary is that her mom told local media that her daughter had gotten the flu shot, was healthy on December 26th, and then just 3 days later passed away. Would a universal flu vaccine stop deaths like this?
Well, it could. So it could definitely stop deaths. I mean, in that case, it's hard to know the specifics. The vaccine takes some time to work because the whole problem is that if the body doesn't recognize it as a threat, it takes some time, sometimes weeks, to actually mount a response to be able to fight it. So if it's that close a window, it probably was that the child was infected before she got the vaccine, and it just took time for the actual virus to attack. But in terms of the universal flu vaccine, I mean, there are a lot of benefits. Of course, it could help protect us, but also the technology itself, might help us to figure out other types of vaccines, like against cancer and against other things. I mean, it operates on one other principle, one thing that's different. So right now, if your cell gets attacked by the virus, your cell just kind of sits there and waits for help from your immune system, from the cells that are going around in the blood.
Right.
But in this case, they might actually learn how to fight the virus themselves. So this is the same idea as the pedestrian on the street who's attacked, who then learns self-defense measures. So they might be able to protect themselves.
All right, Dr. Devi, thank you so much for that information. We appreciate it.